Now, the fact that a reptile walked up to her and talked to her doesn't seem to surprise her. And people have asked that in many of the writings about the 3rd chapter of Genesis. How is it that she wasn't surprised? Well, she may have been surprised, just doesn't say it. It's not really essential to the account. But on the other hand, this was, after all, the Garden of Eden, and everything was absolutely wonderful. And all of a sudden, a talking serpent, a talking dragon, a talking reptile just could have been another wonderful thing. But on the other hand, it seems to me she should have been a bit surprised by it, since the whole parade of animals had walked by her husband before she was created, and he had named them all, and there was probably never any indication from Adam, surely, that there was anything other than non-communication. So it perhaps should have raised some question in her mind. But again, here may be a level of her vulnerability that exposes her to this in a very clear way. She falls rather innocently into the conversation. And the solicitor's strategy is progressively deceptive. It begins with what appears as this very innocuous question by just this interested observer. Here's just an animal in the garden, like a lot of other animals, and this animal comes up and says, "Indeed, has God said you shall not eat from any tree of the garden?" This is the first question, by the way, in the Bible. Before this, there were only answers. There weren't any dilemmas, because there was nobody to introduce a dilemma. And the question is designed to start Eve on a path of questioning God. A path that leads from questioning God to doubting God, to distrusting God, to disobeying God. It's a very clever plan. And it's the essence of all sin. All sin follows the same pattern. You have a right to question God. You have a right to doubt God. You have a right to distrust God, and that leads to disobedience. Now, this is very subtle to Eve, not so subtle to us on this end of it, because we live with this assault quite regularly.